Hey everybody, I'm Kenny and this is Sagebrush Soul. The little farmhouse that Vicki and I love so much has a void in the dining room wall that matches the rest of the archways in the house. It's obvious it was designed for a telephone. We'd been on the hunt for a phone that was a proper vintage of the house, which we're not exactly sure of, but we figured we could get close. We hit several antique stores with no luck. While Vicki was in Florida last year, I went to visit my daughter Maddie in Logan, Utah and struck gold, literally and figuratively. Somebody had stylized or vandalized this 1940s and 50s era North Electric manufacturing H6 phone with gold spray paint. I paid too much for it, but I hadn't been able to find anything to this point, so I pounced on it. Of course, that same night at another antique store, I found a pretty pristine 1940s Monophone, and after a little haggle, I got it for the same price. Vicki thought we could display them both, so I set out to see if I could resurrect the beauty of the H6. I thought I was going to be painting it back to its original color, but I tested a small section of the bakelite with some goof off and it looked like it'd work. Bakelite's one of the first ever plastic composites and it's pretty tough stuff. So then I went to work on disassembly. Starting with the base, I took pictures along the way so I could reassemble it correctly. Like most people, we don't have a landline, but I didn't want to butcher it if we ever decided to pass it along. I went about with the paint removal, working on the big areas first, then I got into the nooks and crannies with a rag and a pick tool. It wasn't a fast process, but it was satisfying. After the phone was free of graffiti, I buffed it with some triple-aught steel wool and polished it with some Brasso and Meguiar's plastic polish. I moved on to the handset and took it down as far as I could. The microphone was kinda ornery and it didn't want to come off, so I wound up using some extra time and tools to get the paint out of the crevices. I just basically wrapped up with the same process as the base. I thought I was going to have to come up with a way to repaint the rotary display, but it's either enamel or ceramic and tolerated the goof off just fine. The small amount of wear marks just added to the story. The only parts I did paint were the finger dial and the number card ring. While I was putting it back together, I cut a clean number card out of some heavy paper. Sometime I may try to print an accurate replica, but I'm not too worried about it right now. I put the whole thing minus the cord back together using my photo references. It was the perfect thing to fill the void in the wall of the farmhouse. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kenny, and may the best of your past be the worst of your future.